Man, this is just ridiculous. I think it just doesn't want me to go live. That's what it is. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going live on the MP Shorts and the Matthew Perry channel. Um, it's just ridiculous. Gotta love technology, man. Gotta love technology. Um, let me switch account. I could put up another thumbnail over here. We'll get it situated. You can hear me? Okay, good. I'm wondering if they can hear me over on the Matthew Perry channel. That's what I'm wondering. Um, but let me just edit this thumbnail because these thumbnails always suck. I was over there. I could hear you as well. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. So let's just stay with that. Then I was also having some some issues with my banana shirt that I have over here. The banana shirt, it for some reason the green screen is supposed to pull green, and it's pulling yellow as green for some reason. So it's like see through, and I couldn't wear that shirt because of the fact that it was showing the wrong colors. So that also sucks. But let's see if we can get some things situated here. Thank you everybody for showing up. Anybody that is here, I appreciate it. I think we're good. I think we're good. For AMC Live. Go with that. All right. I think we're good. How's everybody doing this morning? Better than I am, I hope. Moon Platoon. We've been fighting for the good fight since January. Ape Nation, Hodl. I like to hear it. Today we get paid. I hope today we get paid. You're saying today it's going to go to the moon. I mean, I don't know about that, but let's like crawl before we can walk, and I guess walk before we run. Blame it all on the hedge funds. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All the technical difficulties on the hedge funds. Absolutely. So how's everybody doing this morning? I want my sleep back, but I can't sleep without the moon. Yeah, I guess that's true. That is true. Good morning, John. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, people. Sleepy. It's 3 a.m. in California. Yeah, it's pretty early. Pretty early here. It's 5:40, so it's not crazy early, but it is a little early. I got 60K in AMC and 1K in Virginia Catholic. Um, getting paid today. 60K. You have 60K, $60,000 in AMC. That's amazing. Holding says, is that before the squeeze or sorry, is that before the increase or after this increase? Is it 60K plus all the gains, or is it 60K initial cost basis? What is the beginning of January? Now I've been holding and keep adding. It's good to hear. Good morning, Frank. How you doing? Good morning. I was a little nervous at pre-open but it's coming back. Yeah, the way that it fell was pretty dramatic. It fell all the way down to $43.21 and then started to increase, getting back up to a level to where it's kind of leveling out. So let's bring the pain to the hedgies. Yes, sir. You have 1,332 shares of AMC. That's amazing. Man, been turning his eyes to AMC comments since January. Good morning from Portugal. That's 100% true. I have been squinting my eyes to AMC comments. I can't stop panic buying. I guess that's a good thing. There are people that are panic selling. So you're doing the exact opposite. Picked a few MRIN and MMAT just to break up the volatility. Those stimulus checks are going to hurt the hedge funds. Yeah, I mean, it seems like every time we get stimulus, people end up putting it into, we see it put into the markets, but the hedge funds find a way to, decrease the stock anyways, which sucks. What brother think will go up this week? I think we will. It's the, I guess what they're trying to do in this situation. I've been saying it for the last however many days, is they're trying to decrease the stock so we don't make money on options and put more money into AMC. That's what a lot of people are doing. They made a ton of money off of the increases that they had, not only just making money off of the stock itself, making money off of the increases from options, and they were able to put that money or those gains back into AMC. And that's where it's tough for the hedge funds, because if you put more money in AMC, I mean, that obviously gives us more leverage. Can't stop, won't stop panic buying. GameStop and AMC. It's great to hear. I personally think we'll go to 38 again today or tomorrow. I'm hoping for a bounce bigger than last week. Hopefully bring it back to our volume and being in FOMO. Bringing in FOMO. Okay. Yeah, I would agree. I wouldn't agree that it's going to go down to 38. I want to see probably a low, if we are going to see that low today, of where it hit in the pre-market, maybe a 43. I'm hoping we don't even see that. We just see it skyrocket from here, but it looks like it's kind of leveling out. It's kind of staying flat at the moment. I did not expect a drop in the morning, but then again, this looks like total manipulation. There's no there's a gap down plus a massive dip. You're telling me that people are selling? Yeah, no, it's not a thing. Hello, Shadow. I'm buying the dip little by little. That's great to hear. We got 125 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. It does help out. As soon as you get in here, hit that like button. No one is selling after a great weekend for AMC. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Nope. We spiked to 50 today. Black Widow did good at the box office. Yeah, I mean, I went to go see Black Widow. The only thing I didn't like about my visit to the theater is the fact that we went at 10 o'clock, so we went really late. But there was there were probably I don't know, 10 people that were in the theater in total. It wasn't really is shadow, but it's spelled okay, shadow. All right, shadow. But yeah, there were only like 10 people in the theater, but it was later. I would imagine that the earlier shows were a lot more packed, you know. But yeah, the movie was good. If people were selling it at 3 a.m., they just want me to believe that. Yeah, I know. People aren't even up that early, and they're not even selling that much volume. You're telling me, with the amount of liquidity that has to go into it, you're telling me that people can sell, 5,000 shares worth of volume. It's crazy how fast this can drop with so little volume in the pre-market. But then when it gets to the open, you have millions of shares that go through, and it can't even pass, a couple of cents in 1 minute. It's ridiculous. This is 5,000 shares worth, but we see that easily in a minute when the market is open, and we don't see this type of movement. Only 5,000 shares worth. You know what I mean? That's why, I don't really like the after hours market. This is why I love crypto so much, because they never have an after hours market. They're always on. So if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen whenever it can happen. I understand there's like times where you can see it increase or decrease a massive amount in the middle of the night, from like 12 to 4. But either way, you're seeing the same amount of shares that affect, or same amount of coins that affect the price. This, you're seeing shares that are so small affecting the price in such a big way. Did you buy $100 in concession? We bought about it was about $60. Because we had like 4 people. So it might have even been more than that. I don't know. Because we split up the orders here. I'd test selling and buying 34 shares at AMC. My order would not get executed, but above the ask. Yeah, it's definitely tough in the pre-market to get anything really filled. There's 28K volume, make it dip from 45 to 43 in the pre-market. Same volume in the regular hours would barely budge. I know. I would agree. We hold till the hedges cover. Yes. Did you sell your ZOM stock? No, I still hold my ZOM. I still hold 7,000 shares. Hedges stubborn. They're breaking. Will break and cover. That's what I'm hoping we see. That's what I'm really hoping we see soon. Because I know they can do it. They just feel like they have time. And if they feel like they have time, then they're going to continue to hold on to their investments, if that's what they want to call it. Have the numbers from UFC Premier had AMC got now? I haven't seen anything. Do you think some hedge funds bought large positions of AMC to derail the squeeze for their buddies? I think they can do that, but I don't think we've seen that yet. And I would imagine that a lot of the other hedge funds probably are buying this with the thought that it's going to increase. Not really the thought that, to like make up some money for their buddies or a different hedge fund. Most of them are competing against each other, so it might not happen. But you do have some hedge funds that are, in cahoots, I guess. But I would say no at this point. What do I think of ATOS? Um, all the option calls this Friday got 1.1K shares. A lot of option calls, so you think there could be something where we see a little bit of a gamma squeeze, I guess. I mean, it had some massive movement. Um, hasn't really hit like a low. It doesn't look like it hit consolidation though. It's consolidating the last few days, which consolidation tends to be a good thing. You could see that reversal. The only thing is it's not really hitting a firm support or resistance level. I would say if we look closer, you probably have something of a slight resistance in the last day to where it bounced off of this, 514. So you could see a little bit of an increase up to about $6 or so. But it's tough to say whether it is going to retest some of these other areas of $6 or $8 or $9 or so. I would say you probably have a retest of somewhere around 670, something like that. But right now, I mean, it's still on the upward trajectory. It's just this consolidation kind of scares me, whether it's going to go down to some of these lows and retest down here and then increase or not, So that's my opinion there. Yo, I'm here to fight another day. It's good to let me refresh this. Okay, it's for some reason it said like Twitch was okay, but it said that it was lagging. It said my stream will end shortly. If I start getting all these types of technical difficulties, I will be pissed. Good morning. In your opinion, will it squeeze this year? I'm thinking we should see the squeeze this year, but they can definitely hold off. I know they have money, and if they're not getting, if they're not paying a ton of interest on this, then I mean they can hold off for a while. So I would say it definitely can, and it can happen at any moment, but it could be possible that it can go into the next year as well. Is something going on with the stream? It seems like got some people that had some issues, I guess, that dropped off. Makes no sense to sell loan shares if you have to buy them back at the same price you sold them. I just bought those shares back up. Hedgies are tripping balls. Keep their short positions. Yeah, I would agree. I think AMC will miss. Come on. What is going on with this? It keeps showing me that the stream is going to end soon because it doesn't have enough connection. But then Twitch is perfectly fine. I think they're just trying to censor everybody with AMC. It's talking about AMC. Because Twitch is fine. This is ridiculous. You had to close your live and then reopen it. Yeah, I have to keep doing that. I have to keep refreshing it. And Twitch is working perfectly fine. And, YouTube is looking horrible from what I'm seeing. You may be seeing something different, but I'm seeing something just horrendous. Holding as long as it takes. Short ladder attacks, yes. Or them selling up rides. What are these morning dips and big red ape selling? No, it can't be. It physically can't be. When we're looking at AMC, it cannot be. One, we're seeing a very small amount of volume for a large change that we did see. So that dip down here was only 5,000 shares, another 1,000 shares, another 6,000 shares. If we seen this during the day, during the market open, it would not affect it at all. The problem is that YouTube looks fine for me. Okay, perfect. That's good to hear. If we seen this in the market open, then it wouldn't affect it at all like that, But in this case, it's going from $46 all the way down to $43. A $3 change for what? 12,000 shares worth of volume? Yeah. That's believable. How is that possible? It's the after hours market. The after hours market is heavily manipulated by hedge funds and people with money, and this is why I don't like trading in the after hours market. You can see the price and in so many positions. If you look at across the board, you look at some of your favorite positions that move quite a bit, you're going to see the price skyrocket in the pre-market, in the after hours market, all the way up to the pre-market some point. And then when it does get to a point to where it's close to opening, you see it start to decrease, continue to decrease down, and then get down to normal levels to where you lose all of that increase. It looks like you could have gained so much, but you wouldn't have been able to sell anyways. Even if you did hold that stock and hold 1,000 shares, there's no way you would have been able to sell. Let's say it goes from $10 to $20 or $26 or $30, right? You wouldn't have been able to sell all of your 1,000 shares that you had anyways, because the after hours market and pre-market have less liquidity. But hedge funds and people with money can get out of it whenever the hell they want to. This is why I don't like dealing with I don't like dealing with trading overnight. Typically I would try and trade in the market hours and then trade intraday. But like with swing trading, you have to let it go overnight, and it looks like you're getting to newer highs, but you're not, because you can't freaking sell it. So I'm drowning in losses on MRIN, 22 a share. Yeah, I thought, for MRIN, I was thinking anytime I get into that position or any position like that, it's always just like a get in, get out the same day type of thing. Once you get to a point to where it's like that's not really a play to where you do the buy and hold type of thing. Some of these plays you have to do okay, what is this price going to actually get to? If it goes against me, sell for a little bit of a loss, because it could really, really go against you in the case of MRIN. What volume would you like to see today? I would love to see about 150 million shares worth of volume, but to tell you the truth, the volume doesn't really matter. If we see them start to cover some of their shorts, or they're not shorting as much, and we just see, the buying go through, then we could see this price increase a heavy amount, because it's going to be the fact that we're holding a lot of shares. Buying power is strong, selling power is weak, and we'll see this price increase at a pretty decent rate. But others can sell. Oh, you're saying but hedge funds can sell and people with money can sell. Yes. They trade funds that way. That's where I got MRIN. Only 20 shares though. Can you check on GME for a second? Yeah, I can check on GME. GME, what's GME doing? So GME is currently down only 0.16%. So it's not down a lot. It's down to 190, $190.92, almost at 191. So it's not really down too much. It wasn't down on Friday either, by a lot, by 0.08%. So wasn't horrible. It is a little bit spotty this morning. The volume and the movement is a little bit spotty, but still looks decent. We're only seeing 186 shares worth of volume. That's 186. That's it. But I'm still invested in GME as well. support levels for entry point. I would say I usually like to wait until the open or close to the open in order to see where the low levels will be, because a lot of these cannot be 100% predictable, because some people are thinking that can go down to 38, but we could see some points at 40. I think 40 would be a difficult part to break, but I would say 42. It looks like 42.80. 42.80 is definitely a point to where we could see that low point for an entry during the open, if we are going to see sort of a negative day, or a slightly like false negative day, so a false bottom, I guess, or we could see a break to that $43.21. So keep 43, 42, 40 in your mind, because those could be good support levels. Market opens at 3:30 a.m. and here I feel I fell asleep and didn't close my position before the weekend. I'm not happy. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That's horrible. You have to go through that. This is why a lot of people don't really like swing trading and day trading while they have a 9 to 5, because if they do that, they end up missing out on opportunities, kind of like I did a bunch of times. I missed out on like 5 opportunities, and also didn't sell some positions. Why is Carl just waiting here under my legs? Being weird. The trust broke what? To invest in index funds and ETFs, not to debt ridden AMC. And they will eventually see that. Create a TD Ameritrade account and then download the app Thinkorswim. Shows you the same live trend. I do have a TD Ameritrade account, but I don't use it. I wouldn't say I never use it, but I don't use it currently. What are your thoughts on Wells Fargo and no more loan issue? Does it have ties to AMC or a market crash protection plan? I don't think it has any ties to AMC, Wells Fargo. I mean, that's something that they're protecting themselves for. As of right now, I guess, probably, with the pandemic, I guess, which from what I'm hearing, we may have to go back to wearing masks again with like a new strain, but that's a whole nother issue. But yeah, with the pandemic kind of like in the rearview mirror a little bit, we still have to worry about people, taking out loans, businesses doing the same, and it's just, I guess that's probably why they're doing that. But I don't think they have any ties to AMC. It's more of something to where they're protecting themselves. Yeah. And it's understandable, which is crazy, because that's how banks make money, is by loaning out the money that you put in their bank. Like if you put $1,000 in their bank account, in your bank account, they can essentially loan out your money. Yes, they're good for it, to give you the money back, but they technically loan out your money. This is why if everybody went to the bank and said, "Hey, I want my money back," it wouldn't be possible. Let's get some likes on this video. Abe stand together. Yes, we have 347 people in here. Hit the like button if you can. It does help out the channel a lot. It really does. Also, if you want to check out the MP Shorts channel, it's basically the same thing. It's where I'm sitting here and talking to you guys, just with less visuals in the background. All right. So AMC is currently at it's down 0.8 sorry 1.88%, almost down $1 this morning to $45.32. Oh, Stop with the nose. I have a little bit more money. I would like to invest in AMC and GME. That's good. Find the right opportunity and make that move. If you wanted to find a way to make or put more money in there, I mean, maybe play some options if you can play them the right way. Don't be too aggressive thinking that it's going to get to crazy high figures, like, oh, it'll break 60 today, because they'll probably find a way, or it'll break 60 by the end of the week, because what they're going to say, Carl, I swear, if you don't stop licking my leg, it's going to stop. God. Yeah, if you say like, oh, it's going to break 60 this week, then it could be something to where, yes, it breaks 60 eventually, but it does come back by Friday and it doesn't close above 60. You know what I mean? Carl want to know your predictions and get some updates on his investments. Yeah, I mean, his investments were doing pretty good. I think MVIS came back. Yeah, I think MVIS came back for Carl's investments, and I wanted to invest in something. Oh, that's not it. This past week, but it's going to be this week that we're going to see what he has to say. I don't have any more treats, so it's very tough. His portfolio, is it his portfolio? Yes. Yes, it is it. His portfolio is up by, that's today's gain. Here's a percentage. It's up by 2% now. MVIS is up by 14%, but you do have Body, BODY, which I guess was something that was at a merger with FRX, because I did have FRX in here, but that's down by 7%. And American Airlines is down by 2% since purchase. So total, he's only up 2.6%, which is lower than a standard S&P, like, and also a standard index fund, mutual fund, a lot of things that I have. Like, say if I compare it to like my Roth IRA, my fund is up by 32%. It's up by 32% compared to what Carl has picked. Now, these are stocks versus being invested in so many different areas with different funds, but still, you could still see the fact that one investment that he picked is up by 14%. You continue to look down the list, and it's down by more and more percentage here. So I'll go through a video over on the Patreon about it. I'm slowly but not sure all my positions at AMC and GME, and stuck with the little MMAT I'll hold. It belongs to the enemy. The SEC look to see what's going on, and do they need more proof? Look, the thing is I don't think the SEC wants to do anything. Hedge funds control the markets in general, and if they pulled everything out, let's say if they all went bankrupt and they pulled everything out, and the SEC said, you know what, we're going after all these hedge funds, then what's going to happen? The market's going to completely crash and completely tank, because of the fact that they hold so many long positions in different stocks, that if they pull all their money out, similar to like a bank, the market's gonna crash, and then people are gonna start selling. You're gonna see panic selling. Um, you know, in a lot of cases, you're gonna see funds that are decreasing at a rate to where they should have never decreased. You know, it'll end up getting ridiculous if that's the case. I don't think the SEC wants anything to happen. When we do see a squeeze, I bet it won't rip to high numbers. I have a feeling it will go up and then the dip to shake paper hands, and then back up higher, then the dip to shake paper hands, etc. Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing. When we look at the positions, we could see that a lot of times. Let's actually just go to one grid. A lot of times when we look at the positions, we look at the year, and we could see that yes, we've been lower. We get up to these levels, we start consolidating, and this was a long road to consolidate, right? Getting to some of these levels of $5 again, then finding a way to consolidate up in the $9, $10 range, then increasing to 72, decreasing, consolidating between 40 and 60, I guess. And now we're waiting for this to make a move up, continue to move up, and then consolidate again. So I think that's what they're trying to do. As long as they're not paying interest, with the amount of shorted shares that they have out there, they should be paying a crazy amount of interest on it. But you look at a lot of other positions and how they, are heavily shorted in other positions. Maybe let's say MRIN or whatever, they're shorted by over 100%, but AMC, they're technically only shorted 20%. But then you also look at the naked shorts that are going into it and the amount of shares that we're holding. It's a different story with AMC versus any of those other positions. We hope everyone had a good weekend and is doing well. Have a good day. And hit that like button. Yes, hit that like button. 400 people in here, 132 likes. And the like button is a little dry right now. I'll be surprised if my voice completely goes out today, because Aiden had another fever yesterday. So was dealing with that. AMC red pre-market. Yes, it is red. It's down by 2.47%. But has decreased a little bit after seeing a little bit of a comeback here. Seeing this kind of level out here. Actually pushing over the 200 EMA, which is a good thing, but then breaking right back down. Matt Perry is a Fidelity Q&A expert. Yeah, Trainer Kim. It's not that Fidelity will not limit trading. They will, but they don't do it to the extent of some other platforms. So like for the first instance to where GME did increase quite a bit and AMC did increase as well, they did limit trading, but towards the end, when it started to really gain a little bit too much movement. So you could see them like restrict some trading and only allow a certain amount of volume to go through. But then after maybe like an hour or so, that restriction went away. So it wasn't something where it was restricted just like Robinhood and Webull and all these other platforms that were out there. Robinhood would limit you to 1 share of GME or 10 shares of GME or whatever, and then 100 shares of AMC, and that was just it. If you bought any more than that, it wouldn't go through. But for something like Fidelity, it didn't limit right away. But then if it had too much volume that went through, they would figure out a way in the next hour or so, and then they would reopen trading. Yeah. Uh, also on SPCE, I want to see it break a certain level for SPCE. It's up to $52.78. Went up to about $59, but I want to see it break certain levels. Like if we go into, sorry, we go. Actually, I'll just stick to a year. If we go into other levels, right, you can see that there's a $62 level that I want to see it break by. If you're going to see it start to, really increase, and also you want to see it break by some of these levels of $57. Yes, in the pre-market it did break by it. Looking at it at $59, but in the market open you want to see those movements as well. So I want to see that break past that $57.51 before you can start to see that really increase. But right now it does look like it is going to make some moves up. It's just who knows how far it can get. I would probably end up pulling out somewhere around 57. What do you think GME is going to do? I'm ready to cut at least one of my shares if you don't start cooking up. I think GME is going to be big. I really don't think it's going to be as big as something of what's going to happen with AMC, because the amount of people that are holding AMC is crazy. For the amount of people that are holding GME, it's just not as much, just because it's a high price to pay. I do believe we are going to see an increase, but I think it's going to be to the same level of what AMC is going to squeeze at. I don't. I think it could possibly be up in the thousands, but it essentially was supposed to hit $1,000 in the past, and naked shorts are going on, across the board. So it's not something that's only happening in AMC. And I do hold 20 shares of GME at $230. So I'm looking for that to increase as well to about, at least 350, at the moment, and then see that probably come back a little bit because that's what they want to do, and then see it increase to 500, increase to hopefully 750. That's probably where I'll pull some, but we'll see how all that plays. All the DDs done on AMC and GME. Set alerts and sit back. Stop worrying about the price and in the day to day. I mean, you have to talk about it a little bit, but yeah, I know what you mean. You shouldn't be worried about it to a point where you're like, should I sell? Since AMC wasn't on the threshold list Friday, doesn't mean they have FTDs for at least another 5 trading days before it can be put back on the list. I believe so, yes. So it has to be 5 consecutive trading days. And I really don't see anything that's going to actually be of like a positive note when it comes to AMC being on the list. I understand we know that they have FTDs out there, a massive amount, and that's what confirms it. But other than that, to say that anything's going to happen based on them being on the list is not something that I believe in. It just gives us another road or path to information, I guess. Thank you, Matt. I'm Robinhood and Webull, but was considering switching to Fidelity after hearing that Fidelity was the least likely to limit trading. I'm still not sure if it's worth the effort to switch. I mean, Fidelity is a great platform. The only reason I'm not using my my short-term trading for Fidelity, like I'm not using Fidelity for my short-term trading, is just I don't like how it doesn't really dynamically update for Active Trader Pro. It's just not something that works well with day trading and swing trading. That's the only reason I'm using Webull. It's not for the fact that I feel like it's better for AMC. I don't. I feel like Fidelity is probably the best platform to go to for AMC, and to see them not limit or restrict trading as much as some of the other ones. So I would agree with you there. and I use it for my long-term investing. So I do have some AMC shares in there in my Roth IRA, and I'm letting it sit there depending on where it can get to. It can raise my Roth IRA by a lot, you know? So that's something I'm looking into more and more every single day. You think there could be another recession? Yes, I do. The amount of times we've had the same average price is hilarious. First on MVIS, the AMC and GME. Did I get ignored? I don't think you got ignored. Oh, you said something up there. Morning, Matt. Don't forget, this is an easy 1 to 2 weeks where you could potentially 5x, 10x your BNB portfolio. Why do you say that? SNX token went crazy yesterday. I think it'd be I just read that. AMC #1 on Reddit for 3 months straight now. Of course. Ignored 2 times. Well, I try not to. Sometimes it just skips over. Anyways, I think we're gonna go to members only in a little bit. Anyways, you use Webull in the UK? I don't believe you can. How do I open an IRA? Good for taxes, good for me. So you can open one with Webull very quickly. You can also open one with Fidelity. It's very simple. You go in Fidelity, you open an account, and you select Roth IRA, and there you go. GME NFT dividend will change the future of our stock market. It will expose manipulation and the true share counts. They must be scared to be on the list for some reason, because they made sure they got off the list. Opposed to GME, who stayed on the list for a while. I think AMC just doesn't want any more information to go our way. You know, they want to, if they can take themselves off the list, right, then they're showing us a different picture. They're showing us, oh, okay, you know, it's a positive move in the hedge fund's direction. You know, they're covering what they need to cover. They're doing the right thing. You know, that's why, you know, they're showing us, I guess, low shorted shares that they have out there with doing all this naked shorting. They're doing the naked shorting. That's not what's reported on Ortex. So we're looking at 20% versus what may be possible of, you know, 30, 40, 50, however many percent that they're actually at when it comes to all of the shorts that they have out. Over 10x. You did not read the article, did you? I don't have a lot of time to literally sit down and read anything. I mean, this is probably the most time that I have to myself, and I spend it with you guys. So I don't know. I didn't. BNB quarterly burn is this week. April's burn drove the price from $45 to over 500 plus. AMC got off the securities threshold list easily. And they shorted it down to 38, but they didn't expect a large bounce off since there were many entries at $40 target levels. Over 10x last quarter. What's your opinion on B Square? When I was looking at B Square, I mean, I don't know if it's still heavily shorted, but we have to just check a little bit. because it could be something to where you were just looking for a cash grab and that's pretty much it. Anything else, it's not something that you can write home about, you know. Yeah, if I'm looking at, let's see. So it's still at 140%. It still has 21 million shares that are shorted. The only thing is it just doesn't have enough people that are holding the position. With a lot of things that you see with AMC and GME is because people are holding. You know, you have a lot of people that are holding the position versus here, you don't have people that are holding. They're just looking for that cash grab. And seeing the amount of shorted shares that are here, it's pretty interesting. It makes me want to make a move in there. The only thing is I know that you got to find the right price to where you know they're going to start to cover some of these shorted shares. You know, and it looks like it fluctuates. I've seen it down to 90%, short interest of free float, and all the way up to I think like 200 or close to it. So I think it has some potential to get a cash grab, but that's pretty much it. I don't see it as a sweet. I don't see it as a short squeeze play yet. They covered, and that's why I went back up to 20%. All right. I'm going to members only. Just makes it easier. AMC and Pluto. Yeah. If they cover at 700, we're going to 2 to 3K. If they start covering at 700, we're going probably a lot higher than that. Because that means we're holding a lot of shares. If it gets to 700 before they even start to cover, yeah, that means we're holding a lot of shares, which means that once we get to, maybe the last, I don't know, million shares that are left out there, or even less than that, they're going to have to pay so much in order to even get those shares covered. Is it possible they continue to short, knock off some paper hand, and then let it ride up a bit, and then short again, rinse and repeat? Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible that they do that. They have their own methods to I guess shaking people off, and I would agree that they can definitely do that. They can see the price increase, pull the price back down. And that's what they're doing. Every time we get into a certain level, they're consolidating, and at which they're shorting the position. So it gets up to a level that's crazy of 72. They short that all the way down to 38 or 36. Jesus. Or actually 37, I guess. And that shakes off a lot of people. You know, it's not just shorting that's happening here. Once you see it decrease by like 20%, people are just going to continue to, probably drop off. You're going to see some people get out of it. And at which we understand, you're looking to save profits, and it would have been great to find that way of getting to 72, taking your profits and then buying back in at 37. That would have been phenomenal for the amount of shares that you could have bought. And then, essentially saved a lot of money there. You could have lowered your cost basis by a crazy amount. Yes, on paper, it would have looked like your cost basis is now 37 if you would have sold everything, got back in at 37. Yeah, it would have showed that your cost basis is 37, but ultimately you're buying more shares. Let me see. And this is not something that I say you should do because you could never predict the high. But for some people, they wanted to bring up a blank one. For some people, if you're looking at, I don't know, 1,000 shares, Let's go with, what is it, $72.62 and $38 or $37, just to make it very simple math here. Equals multiplied by that, so you're sitting at about $72,000. $72,000. But yeah, basically 72, almost 73. It's $72,000 that you can actually invest into at $37 and whoops, don't know how to work Excel today. You invest at $37.82. Take that, you divide it by don't know why that's not working. I don't know why that's not working. It's giving me a crazy amount right now. Oh, I multiplied it. There we go. So instead of you having 1,000 shares where you had it at the beginning, now you have 1,920 shares. If you took the money at the top and invested it back in at the bottom, you now increased your share count by 920 shares, which is really great. But the problem is that a lot of people can't predict where those highs and lows actually are. You know, that's the issue. Is some people will see this high of 72 and go, oh, well, you know what? I can sell it that high, or they'll say, you know what, it's going to go higher, right? They'll sell, they'll get back in at $38, and now they own 900 more shares. But that's like a select few that can actually do that. So that's why you should never, take the bait, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to see it go up to the higher prices. They're going to decrease it down, shake off some paper hands, and then you'll see it consolidate, and then we'll see it increase again, which they'll do the same. Wash, rinse, and repeat, just like you said. I'm not smoking a pack of marbles a day. No. Nope. I don't smoke. I pray to God we get a ton of green and pass 50 today. Yeah, that would be phenomenal if we did pass 50 today. I would love to get up to about 53, maybe 55, and then do something with my option, because I feel like they're going to pull that back, and we'll see it break some of these levels of 60. Hopefully we can see 70 soon. He smokes that daddy OG. No. Anyways, let me go back to. We need to break 52 today, otherwise we're stuck in a sideways descending channel to retest 38, or we pass 52 and test the resistance at 60 levels. Past 60, no control. I don't know if they essentially lose control. I think past 65 we can see that impact, that increase, because if you look at some of these levels up at 64, it looks like it resisted at 65 at multiple levels. So they're not trying to let that get back to those levels. If you look at it, to like a double touch point, and then you've seen that decrease to where it didn't touch anymore. Now above 60, we also have that level. I guess 61 is where they don't want it to get to. It's gotten to a level past 60 before, but it has not broken 65 in quite some time. So I would say 65 is the number. But yeah, you're right. Wait till GME NFT is issued. It's game over for manipulation and fraud. I hope you're right. I mean, sometimes you wouldn't see that affect it too much. Just a standard dividend, but I guess with the Wait, is that what you're talking about? That crypto dividend is what they're? Or are you talking about an NFT? Something that's gonna? Yeah, I don't know how that would truly affect it. Because I know with their crypto dividend, if that's what that is, then that'll be good. Is it better than a rule that doesn't get enforced? Yeah, that's true. That is a better way. If there's roughly 100 million shorts, who's to say there's not 100 million plus naked shorts? Yeah, that's exactly right. I would agree because I'm thinking of it and seeing that they're trying to they're trying to show us different things. Oh, give me a second. I'll be right back. I gotta go get these cats some water. Okay, perfect. I don't know what I was saying, but something about 100 million shares and them naked shorting as well. I think they can definitely naked short a lot more. This has been over Senator so long. Ken Griffin is good friends with Joe Biden. It was one of the largest fundraisers in his campaign. And so look at that market open dip. Yeah, right now we're down 3%, 3.33%, which is crazy. We're decreasing back down to levels that we were previously, which is, remember, this is all hedgy land. So a lot of the manipulation that we have seen where we were down 15% at one point, all because of hedgies, all because they have their own narrative that they want to push. The dividend reveals the share amount floating, and because there's no cost to the brokerages, and they have to issue immediately, thus exposing the amount of shares and shareholders. Never have we come to this point since January. All SEC rules, etc., meaning nothing. This is it. The GME NFT crypto dividend is the end game for us too. I'm sure. Have you seen the NFT? Check out their Twitter. I think they tweeted it out. You might know a bit more than I do, but check it out if you have a second. Official dates are skewed. I feel this is a move that Ryan Cohen did back with the whales and lawyers. Hard to see a lot of this. I also have the unofficial 13F second quarter report. I'll post it in the Discord, and I'll be forewarned. It's 629 pages. I've not had a chance to dig in yet. Ethereum exchange shows the proof of dates, and it's still looking like it's this week. I'm jack to the T's. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Let's see. So AMC is actually on a little bit of a tear right now, jumping up to being down. Jumping up to a point to where they're still down 2.77%, but it's better than down 3.33%, right? So we're sitting in a decent spot for AMC right now. Let's see if we can find any other things on this list. I guess on the most popular list here is increasing. We still have CARV that's making decent moves up to $34, decreased down to about right now $29.73. Still up 12%, 12.19%. This after hours market. How many of us have barely slept this weekend knowing this? I mean, I think I got some decent sleep just because I kind of had to. Erica worked this weekend, so I was up with the kids, but the kids don't wake up until like 8:30. So rejects AZF Twitch. Good morning, my friend. Good morning to you too. Be optimistic. We're going to 100 per share on AMC. A man can dream. I mean, it's today, you say? I would love to break 60 today. That's going to be a tough road. Hey, do you like GME stock? Yes, I hold 20 shares of GME. And is it 20? I think I hold 20. I know a lot of things are down. Yeah, 20 shares of GME at 230, 220. Sorry, average price is 220. Dogecoin is down quite a bit. Ethereum for me is down quite a bit, but I don't really have much there anyways. I do have some free stocks, but I'm gonna wait until 9. I think I'm gonna get more free stocks. I wanted to see if I have any cash available. I have $262 available in here. A lot of things are down. Medica's down. SOS is down. We're waiting for those to pull back. Buying at the open for the discount sale going on. I don't have any money to buy at the well. I do have money, but I don't have any money in Webull to buy at the open. It would take like 5 days for it to get put into Webull anyways. Would you buy in now or should I wait? I mean, you could buy in at any point. I mean, if you're looking for a short-term trade, which you shouldn't really be doing that with AMC, then yes, I mean, you can buy in at any point and see some sort of an increase. Or sorry, then no, you would look at it and try and find the lowest point in order to buy in. But at this point, if you're looking to hold with the squeeze, it doesn't really matter what price you buy in at. You know, it's a dollar, maybe $2, maybe $5, but that's going to be small, like, you know, pennies compared to the amount that you would make with the ultimate like squeeze. So it doesn't really matter what price you buy in at. Not really. Does it usually matter what price you buy in at with a normal trade? Yes. But with this one, no. And this is merely my opinion, so hopefully you can take that for what it's worth. So, heater on my feet are freezing over here. Actually, it just gets so cold down in this basement, it's ridiculous. Yes, GME and AMC. Yep, right there with you. There's TIR TIRX, that's up 3%. GLSI is up 7%. You can see Donut, that's up about 1% here. They get to $20. That's good. Bed Bath and Beyond is up 4%. Coin is up 0.4%. I'm glad to see that Coin came back from being down to $200 to coming back to $250 is amazing. So that's great to see. Zomedica is up 0.19%, not really up a lot. We understand what's going on with Zomedica. There's a lot of shorting that's going on with them. And as we see, there's every day you see the short percentage that is increasing. What I understand, yeah, it's increasing from like that 7% mark up to 8%. We understand that there's 78 million shares that are shorted. With ZOM, a lot of people don't believe that it's going to go up higher, so they're shorting the position. You have retail traders that are shorting it, you have hedge funds that are shorting it, you have institutions, you have a lot of different all sides of the board are really shorting the position. All right, just daydreaming a little bit. Don't want to break it. Oh, there we go. What up, Ape? Stay strong. Wear my diamond hands AMC shirt while in Greece. Thank you for continuously doing what you're doing, Matt. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I like being a part of this community and not even like being a leader, by any means. That's not what I'm looking to do. It's literally just to create a community, whether it's a small community or a big community. I'm here to just create that where we can chat about what's going on, because the problem that we tend to face is not about getting insight from somebody that's an expert, that's somebody that has trading experience, somebody that's been that has trading success. It's about understanding what the community is doing, any moves that they do have in place, and then being able to act on those moves. And it's not just about AMC right now. It is, because that's what we're really focused on. But when it comes to creating this community, now you can look at it in the future and say, if I'm feeling horrible about a position, I can bring it up in the community, and then they can basically talk to me about what they see in the position, and if it is a great position based on the DD that I've done and any DD that somebody else has done. So that's really what I wanted to create. Whether it comes from me or it comes from somebody else in the group, the community on YouTube, the community in the Discord group, the community on Patreon. It's just creating some sort of you know family here, I guess, for lack of a better term there. 1 a.m. boost is coming soon. I think it's your 7 a.m., right? Yes. 7 a.m. just a little bit. We typically see a little bit more, I think, at like 8. But yeah, 7 a.m. is definitely a boost. Any clue why the stock market isn't like crypto where you can buy fractions of stock? When did that bring so much more money into the market? So there, you can buy fractional shares. There is instances to where you could buy fractional shares. You just have to apply for it on certain platforms. Um, I I like that, but I also don't like it at the same time. I mean, you start treating things like they're mutual funds when you're doing like standard trades or swing trades or day trades. It's it's tough. You could still buy by the dollar. Like if I wanted to buy, um, $10 worth of something, I can definitely do that. I would just like if the stock market was like crypto to where you can trade 24/7 because I do not like the fact that you're only really limited to the like 9 to 5 hours. You should be able to trade anytime you want to. Would you do our call option on AMC for it to get over 53? I wouldn't to like today or this week, I mean, depends what the date is. This week I would say no. I would probably go for something that's a lot closer to the price, a lot something that you can gain a little bit from and also not have a crazy break even, because the break even on that, depending what it actually is, it'd be like $56 or so when it does get to expiration. And see. I don't know why most of my prices come up very close to. Okay, so if you're looking for something today, you're basically buying something for 53. The break even would be 54 if you're looking at that. I mean, yeah, I mean, it depends. I do think it's going to go above 53. And again, I'm just learning about options. So you do have a lot of, wonder what that is. I think that's the amount of volume that we are seeing. I still need to learn more about options because I don't even know what this is. Like, is this the amount of options that are actually open there? So like 13,000 at 40? That's still questionable. So I'm not. I need to learn a little bit more about options. Just a little bit more. I already know like some of the basics, but I need this full breakdown of what Weeble is showing here, and maybe to explain this. And once I do understand this 100%, I can break it down in a little bit of a video from whatever I learned. But yeah, I mean, if your break even is only going to be about 54 for having a $53 option, that's not bad. But I just don't know. I do believe it's going to get to 53, and that's where I'm looking to make some moves so that um, I can put more money maybe into AMC or put more money elsewhere or whatever. What's going on with MRIN? What is going on with MRIN? I haven't looked at it today. It's down 2% today. Not down a crazy amount. Let's look at the short interest numbers. You can see MRIN is still has a short interest of free float of 121%. I believe that was up to 190%. So they have covered a decent amount of shares from what I'm understanding. They have 12 million shares that are shorted, which is 121% of the free float. So it's still sitting in a spot to where it can increase if they start to cover. But it looks like maybe they started to reshort, because I remember this might have came down to about 90. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't looked at it for multiple days. But yeah, I mean, it still has some fight in it. It still has some points to where you can make some money. It's just whether we'll see that increase from where it's at, or we'll see something of, it decreasing a little bit more. Because the last couple of days, we've seen it go up to $28 and then start to, fall down. Now it's consolidating. Is this something that's going to continue to drop? It does have double touch points up here at the $21 level. So it's tough to say. It still has a massive amount of shorts there. So it's very tough to say. What's the grin for? Then cats tickling your balls again? What the hell are you talking about? What grin? Your mic sounds weird since you turned your heater on. Anyone else notice? My mic sounds weird. It might be the fact that like, I think this mic is just horrendous. Not really working right. I mean, if anything, I can lose a few bucks if it gets closer to 53. Yeah, I just mean, when it comes to looking at some of these like strike prices, I mean, I always go for a strike price that's a little bit closer to the vest, And the thing is that you still do have that break even when it gets to expiration of like 53, no matter what, but you have more of a chance to make money on the days prior. Because like for me, I needed to get to, I think um my break even at expirations is 53. But if something happens today and I see and I see this make a move, and it could be something where I make a little bit of money, I stand to make a little bit of money from it. Don't say that, MRIN. Better go back up. I think it's too late to buy Virgin Galactic. I don't know. Um, I would say it's getting there. I'm thinking that now it really depends what can happen above it, because the problem is that I see multiple touch points up here at 59, right? I see levels at 61, and right now it's at 52. So yes, you can gain a decent amount from it if you wanted to gain a couple dollars from it per 20 shares or 100 shares or whatever. Yeah, you could see that increase, but I would say ultimately, if you're looking at it being too late from 40 to where it eventually got to, 41 to where it got to at 50, or I guess at um, 59, then resisting from 59 down to these levels. Do I believe that it's too late? I don't believe it's too late for an increase, but I don't know. You might see something on the way down after hitting those highs and dropping all the way back down. I'm thinking you might see it, pull back a little bit, but then again, you have some positive news, a catalyst, right? So it could make another move somewhere to actually increase above that, but you have to see how this is going to go. Because right now it looks like it resisted twice up at 59, So typically when you see double touch points, you're going to see a lot of a pullback, a bit of a pullback, and decrease down to about 45, 40. That's typically what I would see with any double touch point. Sometimes you'll see a triple top, but when you see a double top or a double bottom, usually that means going in the opposite direction. Usually. Bucks won last night. Equals AMC would be a green day. I mean, this is the finals, right? Or is this like the? Because I am truly lost as to anything that's happening in sports. So yes, the NBA Finals, the Suns versus the Bucks. Suns are up 2-1. Tell you what, that's I don't know why, but it seems like not the worst teams, but it seems like it's definitely weird. You're seeing different teams, a team that doesn't have LeBron on it or Steph in the finals. You know, it's a little weird. Ugh. All right. So currently we are. Let's look at what AMC is doing. Also want to look at some crypto. We are down 3.46% this morning. Um, after seeing that 701 increase, it did fall back down. So 7 o'clock, 701, you see an increase to about 45, decrease to about 44. I guess 40, here, right here, 44.30, and then seeing that increase to about 44.63 right now. Fear the deer. I don't know what that means. Hoodie and the you blow my fish. Thanks. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chat. I mean, aren't they like bucks? Aren't they different? I don't know. I'm not an animal specialist. I guess it's a type of deer or something. I don't know. How embarrassing for you. Not embarrassing at all. I don't think I get embarrassed that much. I really don't think, but I might. Actually, come to think about it, you always get those times to where just out of the blue, you'll think about something that you did on a random day or a random Tuesday. Like the one time that I said, yeah, you know what? I do get kind of embarrassed where someone will say, like, enjoy your round of golf, and I'll say you too, even though they're like working at a concession stand, or they'll say enjoy the movie, and I'll say you too, expecting them to say, like, have a good day or something. That's where I'll get kind of embarrassed. But other than that, no. I've totally done that. I know it sucks, but our patience will pay off. Absolutely. I agree with you. All right, we got four viewers in here. We got 444 viewers in here, 237 likes. So if someone hit the like button, it would be great. Not with the golf, but the other stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean. MRIN is green now. That's good. Now check BNB's price since April. Like I have BNB, just because I'm getting free BNB from my Tiki token. I have about $17 worth, which is not a lot, but actually, let me just put Coinbase. Let me see. Why sign me out? Why? No, I don't know my password. I gotta check what this code is. What? I have to do it later. What the hell? I don't want to go through all this stuff. Apparently, I have an automatic buy of Ethereum Classic, so I bought $50 worth of Ethereum Classic. But let's see. Let's see BNB. What's going on here? Since April. We have a year ago. Since April, it's decreased. So from $500 down to $300. You've seen it drop down to 262. What does that mean? I saw Black Widow with my son in AMC theater yesterday. Got my free shareholder popcorn. The funny thing is, I didn't get mine. I just bought some. I'm telling you, BNB is going to get real expensive. What are your thoughts on Shiba Inu? I own 150 million. It's tough for me with Shiba because Shiba can only get to a certain amount with 394 trillion. I think it's trillion, yeah. 394 trillion coins. It definitely gives it a difficult road to getting to a penny, or even a fraction of a penny, right? And I think it's still at high numbers. I own, I think it's 4 million or 5 million or something. I own a couple million Shiba Inu coin. I haven't checked what the actual balance is of it, like what the cash balance is of it, but I don't really have a strong feeling on it getting to like $1 or $30 or something like that. I just see it, I guess, as a little bit of a cash grab. If you put $10,000 in at a certain price, you can see that move and sell some of the position, but that's pretty much it. ICP is still cheap. Yes, it is. We need some momentum this week. Was there a story about Binance being compromised? We need some momentum this week. If you had $300 extra to play. Would you buy options on AMC for 151, or would you drop that $300 on Virgin Galactic? Thank you for your opinion. Would you drop it on AMC for $151? Like you're saying, an AMC option for what strike price? It depends what the strike price is. Or you're saying drop it on an option for it to get to $151. I mean, if for something that's safer, I'd probably go with the second option, but I'm not sure of all the details of the first option. Every 3 months, Binance burns their token forever. Check the link I posted in the Discord, crypto. I will have to. Okay. All right. I have a separate window for it, so I will have to look at it, and I will make sure that I will look at it this time. I mean, I know as soon as I get off the live, I'm into like month-end close stuff, so it's very tough for me to do it, but I will make sure I put in the time to just quickly look at that and get an understanding to it. ICP is very cheap. Yes, it is. It'll check out the KNC. So circulating supply is 205 million. And is this brand new? How new is it? December 2017. So it looks like it's 52 most popular on Coinbase, so people do buy up the position. At 205 million supply, the supply is definitely low. I do like to see a little bit more popularity with a position like that, but it does have some room to grow, room to double, triple, quadruple your investment there. So at these lower levels of 150, that's not a bad option. It looks like I can't buy it on Coinbase though. Ethereum token used for paying fees on protocol aims to swapping digital assets and cryptocurrency for simple efficient. Yeah, I mean that's standard story of any cryptocurrency. The $1 is not $1.50 is not really a bad play to get into. I just wish I could buy it on Coinbase. So it's not something I would be getting into, but it does look like a good play. This is crazy. AMC update is from 2020. So we're now down 5% on AMC. Now down to $43.88. Daisy, what are you doing? Off for it to get to 53. Literally, there's a chart. My Tesla safe is growing beautifully. Closed up to $1,500 since last week. That's awesome. Yeah, I seen your chart a while ago that Tesla Safe was making a move up. I heard CBD of Denver Inc. is a hella good buy. Like, is it a crypto or is it cryptocurrency? No, it's not. I don't know if this is the position you're talking about. AMC is definitely fluctuating. I'll tell you that. You have these large green candlesticks, red movement downhill down to $43.80. Um, Getting to lows of $5 or 5% down. Crazy. Thanks for taking the time to look at that. No problem. Just thought I should share this, but just got back from Mexico. Been over there for 1 month. They have this new water, which sells like crazy. Real quick, you guys should check it out. It's under water. So this position is actually down 1.29%, which is not bad. It was up 11%, 11.51% on Friday, which is, like I said, not bad. The volume is 151, or sorry, 115 shares. That's it. What's the total free float? Total shares outstanding 89 million. So seeing only 115 million worth of or 115 shares worth of volume is not really the best look on it. So what are your thoughts on GST? It was up 8% the day prior. Let's look at some movement. I guess you're probably looking for more of a swing trade. um, the movement that it's making, it looks like it's kind of, you know, increasing. You're seeing a massive drop off after those increases, and then it levels out to where you are seeing a little bit more of an increase. So let me look at year to date here. I mean, it looks like it's on an upward trajectory after dropping down so much, getting to a dip, and then seeing it stair step on the way up, creating a higher high, higher lows, retesting some of these areas, actually breaking past some of these areas. Looks like it might have had sort of a double like resistance at this point, double top at like $2. So that might be a point to where it is going to resist from. Or that might be just a coincidence to where it is going to, dip down a little bit before it starts to really increase, because you are seeing this stair step on the way up. So if I had to give my opinion, I would basically say that this is probably going to make a move back down before it does end up increasing again, just based off the chart, based off of the fluctuation and movement of the chart, not really basing it off of any type of news or catalyst there, but that's what I'm seeing at that point. AMC currently down 4.2%. CBDD, it's on Fidelity. So currently we're seeing it at 1 cent that we're looking at. And we can't see this one here, CBDT. You can see it on Fidelity, or you can see it on Webull. So it's currently at 1 cent, seeing that sort of an increase. It is on the way down from being at 3 cents. I don't really know what made it move up to these levels, but you did see a massive jump to about 3 cents, and then dip down to about 1 cent again, and then increase to about 3 cents. It's not really showing a lot of history, a lot of movement. So I don't know what to think of that. We have 502 people in the live stream today. Guys, hit the like button if you can. It does help out the channel. It does grow the channel quite a bit. Get the amount of people in here and, talk on the live stream. Yeah, I would love to get a different mic. I think I am going to get a different microphone because I'm kind of tired of this. I would love to have one just overhead hooked up to the soundboard there. And then we'd be good. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Got me up to 304 likes. I'm going to play one ad here. But yeah, I'll have to look into it because I think I have some free money. I might. Or maybe not. I do have my mortgage payment up soon. Thank you guys for watching on Twitch. Anybody that watches on Twitch is watching on MP Shorts channel, whatever channel you're watching on, I appreciate it. AMC to 200 this week. I mean, that would be phenomenal, but I don't believe that will happen right now. If we do see it break, then yes. If we see this suddenly skyrocket, then yeah, that could definitely happen. But I like to be a little bit more realistic. Probably say, hey, AMC to 100. I would be optimistic saying that. Um, is it me or is Ford stock cheap? I'm not sure I should get into Ford. I don't know. I think I have Ford in one of my, my brother's long-term account. I don't know, but it looks, I guess, cheaper than what we've seen it get to, but it's still up there when you look at the trend over the last over the last year. The voice almost went out there. You look at the trend over the last year, it's up from $3.96 all the way up to $16. AMC gets 200 this week. I'd make $500,000 on my options. I like being delusional. Sometimes, saying things like that can make people think, hey, you know what? It makes sense to buy this $151 strike price for this week. That's what I'm saying. I'm buying options today. Realistically, it took from the end of January until June 2nd to run up. Yeah. It can happen at any moment. I mean, that obviously was a little bit different because we had the restricted trading, we had shorting, we had all that stuff that was still going on. And then now we're getting to a point to where they're at the kind of their end game, I guess. We're getting closer and closer. It's been a month and a half since we ran up. Veteran apes know this, and we just hold and be patient. Absolutely. Absolutely. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Tie this, or maybe not. Just leave it go. Don't want even. It's bothering me. Realistically, I just read that. Oh yes, if it dips, that goes down. There's a premium. If it runs, it goes the other way with higher premiums. Should I buy some SGOC? I don't know. Let's look at it. Should you buy some? So that's on you. I mean, you already had a huge run up. That'll be tough to look at and say this is going to increase more. This is definitely a firm chase, which doesn't look amazing, especially in the after hours market, really flat and then kind of increasing and then falling down. So I would say no. But if you wanted to make a move thinking it's going to run up, you can definitely do that. But just make sure you limit your losses. With hedge funds buyback. And the cheapest pressure is on them. Okay. Last one out pays off my mortgage. As you're gonna pay off my house and student loans. Yeah, I would just like to get my student loans off the table. That's something I don't want to have, but we'll see how that plays out, and then I'll probably pay off like the first 15 years of my mortgage, paying most of the interest. But then the rest coming in due time. So if I'm paying a very small amount of interest, it doesn't really matter, because everything else, like, I'm gaining the amount of time. So the reason for having a loan is to pay over time, and the time factor um, becoming a massive impact to you selling it, because you're not going to probably sell the house that you own unless you're going to have it forever. If you're going to have it forever, then it makes sense to pay it all off. But for me, I'm looking to buy my forever home, or our forever home, in like maybe, I don't know, 5 years or so. The only thing is, I would hope we do it in the same area, because I don't want Harper to go to a different school. I would rather her stay in the same school, even though she's like, she would have to go to like elementary, like middle school and high school and all that stuff. But that's just me. Anybody else feel like it's chocolate cake and bourbon morning? I don't feel that way. You're moving to Philly after. Are you moving to Philly after the squeeze? No. ADA now tradable on Weeble. I just got a notification for. I don't see it. Why do they say ADA is now tradable on Weeble, but I don't freaking see it? Bring other crypto. I feel like there's a way to bring up all cryptocurrency, but I don't know how. It's look. Does anybody know how there's a way to bring up all cryptocurrency on the platform? Because I don't know. If you go to market, there's a tab for crypto. Yeah, I'm on markets and I don't see a tab. Hmm. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, the market tab. I'm on the market tab. This is the market tab. there's no there's no tab for crypto anywhere. I mean, I'm still holding my ADA in Coinbase. I'm probably gonna buy more, but still a little weird there. My market screen looks different. Yeah, see, this is my market screen. I don't have anything related to crypto. Oh, I don't know. I don't have anything. Your screen is cut off on what? Matt, when can we get up-to-date filing on institutional holdings? When can we get up-to-date filings on institutional holdings? I don't really know when that happens. I typically will just see the institutional holding like on Fintel. Intel AMC ownership. Yeah, so typically I'll just go to Fintel and see when that's updated or where it's updated. So institutional shares, 143 million, so around 28%, 28.57% from what I'm seeing. There's institutional owners. There's 430 institutional owners. 390 are long, and 14 are short. 26 are long/short, so they're long and short. This is what I'm seeing here. Right here, 143 million shares, institutional shares, 28.7 or 28.57%. This is giving you, I guess, the last big investor and what change we've had. 7.9. Guess we'll figure that out, the whole ADA situation out later. So we're back down to, or we're back up to being down 3%. So if that makes sense. You got your hoodie? Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I like the quality on it. It's great. I don't think it's worth waiting 2 months for, but it's definitely great quality. I had to wash it because it smelled like glue, and then I ended up washing it with all my other colored clothes, and the red started to come off on some of the other colors, so that sucks. So if you do get it, wash it alone, by itself. Yeah, it's cut off. It's cut off on the left. It shows all of the different tabs there. But yeah, I selected the market tab, and it's only cut off because I have the top and left cut off so that you don't see account numbers and all that other stuff up there. Um, those long and shorts are ones responsible for naked shorts. They place a call and put in the same expiry date and acts like a short. You ever hit up bunker branding? No. Sweet. Thanks for the info. No problem. He's up on my TV. I'm up on your TV? well, yeah, like I said, the left side and top are cut off, where all of the notifications and stuff, the account value and account number is cut off. Does the hoodie come in black? I don't believe so. I only have it, maybe not. I might be wrong. Just check really quick because I don't 100% know. I mean, I would think it does. Yes, it comes in white and it comes in black. Now they're great hoodies. I mean, amazing quality. It just took forever to come. I mean, forever to come. Yeah, this is probably. I have a ton of hoodies, and this is probably the best like fabric quality that I have in any of the hoodies that I have. But like I said, took 2 months. Let me see if the women's hoodie is still sold out. Yeah, it's still out of stock. And Erica's upset about that because she really wants that hoodie. She likes that color. I don't understand that. But the women's hoodie only comes in one color, I think. Yeah, only comes in one color, but then again, you can't get it. It's out of stock. It was out of stock since I released the collection, which makes no sense. What do you believe Doge is doing this week? Doge is tricky. I think Doge is just on a little bit of a level of consolidation somewhere around 21. You could see it bounced, firmly off 19 and increased up past 22, up past 22, close to 23. Resisted back from 23, started to consolidate, I guess, around that $21 mark or 21 cent mark. Sorry if that's what you're hearing is dollars, but it's 21 cent. And I would imagine we're going to see this make a move soon. It's just leveling out a little bit, which is good. It's not bad that it's leveling out. You'll see a lot of crypto that's actually decreasing a little bit. Dogecoin that's down almost 1.9%. So crypto is still just hanging on. It's not doing anything crazy, but it's just hanging on. The red is fresh as fuck. Yeah, I would agree. When I seen red, I don't have any like red clothing, and that's why like I talked to someone about this, about the fact that the hoodie or red tends to drain more, I guess, or like the color tends to bleed. And I don't have many red things, so that's why this is the only red thing that was in the wash, and when I washed it, it completely bled on like all of my other clothes. But I do love the color. Look at the black one. Black Forces. Sounds legit. I was thinking of getting the black or white. I should probably get both of them, black and white, and then have the red one as well. Where's the setting to change the background color? If you go to the bottom left, down here where it says settings, you're not gonna be able to see it because I have a cutoff on the left. You go to the bottom left and click that, and then go to general. It's gonna show you how to change the color here. You can change it to blue, change it to white, change it to black. You can change the color of the ticker symbols, all that, or sorry, the upticks and downticks. Yeah, so that's how you do that. You think Doge is a scam? I don't think Doge is a scam. I think it's something that can be legit, but I do see it as something where you can have more of a cash grab, and that's what a lot of people are looking for, is cash grabs. I think crypto in general is something where you really only have a couple of coins that actually make sense. Everything else is more like followers. But then they do have things that they're implementing in some of these coins that can actually make a move or make some sort of an impact on the crypto market. Why crypto doesn't show up for you? I have no issues on any of my platforms. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. We'll figure it out. And Matt, it's a new red sweatshirt. You always wash alone for the first few. Well, I never buy anything red, so I never knew that. Like I never do. And that's something that I don't typically use absolutes, but I literally do not have anything red. The last thing that I had red was my high school jersey. And I never washed that in my washer. How was your opinion on the crypto dividend for GME? I think that's going to be good. Obviously, if they have to pay some sort of dividend for owning the position, that's going to be amazing. And if people that are holding it, they get some sort of dividend, that's going to be phenomenal. Now, I don't know how that's going to be like paid out. So that's a little weird to me, but I guess I have to read into it a little bit more. We learned something new. Yes. I think Harper might be downstairs. Harper's downstairs. I just want to see what she's doing. She's not. Okay, she's still in her bed. You know what? I have pest control coming here at like 8 a.m. So I don't know if they're gonna like knock. How would I tell them to come here at 8 a.m.? Yeah, it's a little weird. It's very weird. I don't remember telling them to come at 8 a.m. It goes ahead and absolutely blows shorts out of the water. Yeah, I'm not too sure either, but it happened before another stock which went from $3 to 130 because of it. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm just wondering how we would get paid out wherever the dividend ends up going to. Let's do the math. Doge, if I buy Doge 1,000,016 cents, I'll get 6.25 million. Every penny profit would be about $62,500. 2 pennies would get me 125,000. That's what they're doing. So technically, yes and no. I mean, you can do that with any crypto. It's not just Dogecoin, because you can do the same thing with let's say Shiba Inu coin. You do the same thing with ADA if you wanted to. There's a lot of people that can put a ton of money in there and it just moves $1 and they gain a crap ton out of it, you know, with billions of of shares that are out there, or billions of coins. Sorry. I'm talking about those whales. Yeah, I would agree, but there's a lot of people that can be whales at lower prices. Like say if people bought in a lot earlier, at 0.002 cents, right? Then you could definitely see a pretty decent increase. If they bought in maybe $1,000 worth at those levels, technically they have a crazy amount of shares that can move at a big price. For me, I gain or lose $214 every time it moves a penny. And if it goes down lower, obviously I'll increase the amount of shares that I have, or coins. I keep doing that. I miss the ADA news. What's going on with ADA? It's available on Webull now. I just can't find how to get it on my screen. I have it in Coinbase, so I'm not going to buy it on Webull. I just want to be able to see it on my screen for Webull so I can put it on my crypto watch list. Let's look at AMC though. Let's make sure AMC is making some moves. So it's back to 2.84%. So we're seeing a little bit of bounce off of this $43 mark yet again. $43.20. $43 here. We're seeing a bounce right here, $43.70 or so, up to $44.80. No profit more from small gains and dips. That's the case with anything. It's not just Dogecoin. You think that Dogecoin is something that's that whales are focusing on in order to buy into? No, I think you probably have some whales that are taking some profits at certain levels, but you look at overall cryptocurrency, and overall cryptocurrency has dropped the same amount if you're looking at all positions. So it's not just Dogecoin that you're looking at and saying it's decreasing because whales are selling off. No, you have Ethereum that's decreasing, you have Bitcoin that's decreasing, you have XLM, you have ADA, you have all these positions that are decreasing because the crypto market is down in general. It's not just Dogecoin. I would agree with you that whales do flow in there, but they're not selling at pennies to gain 100K off of $1 million, because they're risking $1 million in order to gain 100K. That makes no sense. They would risk $1 million to gain $1 million or $2 million. So whatever they own, they're looking to double it or triple it rather than just move a penny. That's what whales tend to do. And they tend to move the price with other whales. It's not something where they're going to just sell off for a penny worth of gain. That would be stupid. Did I get into how do I say that? But yes. I gotten into it. I haven't gotten into it. I've seen it. I've heard about it. And I've seen it on my face page. Because it is something that's a watch list, and I can buy in Coinbase if I wanted to. So a lot of these positions, I'm looking for an increase, especially being at, what, 380 million supply, and it's gotten up to $1.70 before. So being able to put some, definitely see that increase really quick. The only thing about Dogecoin I would say is the fact that if you wait years while you're holding it, it does decrease in value based on the 5 billion coins that it adds on it. That's something that I wouldn't say. It's not a long-term solution. I think it's more of a over. I'm going on fishing trips in Brazil and who you? I'm not a fisherman. I don't like to fish. I like open water anyways, so that's just me. I wonder if I really have a pest control appointment at 8 o'clock. It says I do, but sometimes I put things in my calendar and not the right time. A lot of notifications. I gotta like dial down these notifications. Hey, what are your thoughts on Anchor Coin? I have 10,000 Anchor Coin, so I obviously have a strong opinion on Anchor. I do believe that can make a move. It has like 7 billion coins in circulation. So that's a good move because then it can get up to about $100 or, hopefully more than that. Because having 10,000 coins and that getting up to $100 could be big. I would like to buy more and keep buying more, because eventually it's going to get to a certain price, but that's, eventually. I don't know when that will be, but I'll hold on to all these coins until I see these start to get to higher and higher prices. I will have firm levels that I will sell at. There's 10,000 coins. 10,000 coins times $10. Pretty decent, 100,000 coins, 10,000 coins times $100. We could get to $100, then that's going to be some decent money. Only have 4K at the moment, but we'll continue to buy $100 every week. I just skipped forward 10 minutes, so I apologize if I missed this. Where do I find the hoodie? Also, can you buy a liquid to put in wash to remove the red from other clothes? Blend into them. Oh, you can? I didn't know that. Well, I don't know what that's called. Also, if you wash it in cold and hang to dry, it'll save the color. I don't know where I would have to find a way to hang it to dry it, because I don't want to hang it up in the house and let it dry. But yeah, I will have to find that product to get rid of the red, because I have some really good shirts that I messed up because of that. But you can find the hoodie if you go on my page, you go on my channel, you'll see the merch there. I think I also have a link in the description. If you go to my channel, there's a whole like store like tab that you can select, and then you'll be able to see all the different merch. Just know that I'm trying to find a different I guess I don't know what to call it, merch dealer. I'm trying to find a different merch company in order to create merchandise, because there's some hoodies, like I said, the women's hoodie is not even available. It's out of stock, and like if I just launched the brand, or I just launched it and it's out of stock, that makes no sense. So yeah, and then this hoodie took about 2 months to come, and I don't want you to spend money on something that's gonna take 2 months to get here. So but yeah, if you go in the descriptions under products, you're gonna see Matthew Perry store, and then you'll see Profit Hands merch. The Profit Hands merch is what you want to select. We have 514 people in here, guys. Thank you for being here, for being a part of this community, being a part of this live stream. I appreciate it. If you guys can get me to 400 likes, that would be amazing. Does a hoodie run small? I mean, no, probably slightly, but not a lot. Probably slightly, I would say, because it does feel maybe a little bit tighter on the arms than my other hoodies. But I kind of like that a little bit more because it makes it feel like, you know, it fits me. But it's not like super tight. No, it's just a little bit small. You can feel that it fits, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. I think there were a couple of people that told me about this, about different merch companies on YouTube, like Demolition Ranch and Bunker Branding, I guess. So check those out. Thank you. I can't remember the name of the color remover, but you can Google it. If you dry the clothes, it may be harder to remove the red. Yeah. Well, I already dried them. So, I mean, I messed up some shirts, but I have a lot of clothes, so it's just I messed up some Marvel shirts, which I really like my Marvel shirts. But whatever, we'll deal with it. All right, so AMC back down to 3.5%, decreasing. So we've seen that 801 movement from about 45 down to a low of 43, and then now we're seeing that start to make a move up. So this is ridiculous. If you switch merch providers, see if you can make a zip up hoodie. That would be cool. I would like that because it looks like with the current YouTube merch, you can only do something really on the front, and I think on like the side if you wanted to, with certain lines. But I wanted to make, I don't know, some joggers if they have some premium joggers. Also wanted to make like a hoodie, zip up hoodie. I wanted to improve the design a little bit, but I was waiting a little bit of time in order to do that. ADA really now available on Webull. That's what it looks like. I can't find it, just because I don't have a crypto tab, but I need to figure out how I can get that, and I'll figure that out later today. They just want us to buy more AMC. They can't wait to give us money. Ooh. I'm just daydreaming. See, profit hands. All right, so 3.8% right now for AMC. Let's look at GME, see where they're at. Only down 0.08%, still up 191. That's not bad. Way better than what AMC is doing at this point. We're seeing GME make some positive moves, even at a lower volume of 3,000 shares. AMC sitting at about 392,000 shares. That's not bad. It's just not the best volume we've seen. I have the most up-to-date version of Webull, so I just updated it this morning. Oh, I'm so cold down here. It's like my lower half floor is freezing. I have this heater down here, but it's not doing anything for me. Let's see some big movers. You know what? Let's look at some top gainers. PPST has moved from $15. I guess it closed at $15 up to $36. It went up to $48 of a high, then decreased down to $36. So this is just like I said, you can see a large run up and it starts to fall back down. I would imagine you're probably going to see it open up at around 30, maybe even less than that. Matt, have you checked out Matt Core's merch store page? No, I haven't. SPC coming down a little bit. Yeah, like I said, I think that might end up finding some sort of resistance. Well, it did find that resistance at $60 or so, and that's where I said I thought it would pull back. So going from 54 down to 50, yeah, makes sense. Send you some screenshots on the Discord. The general Discord. Oh. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. So I go to this and it's only giving me give me a different look to yours, different look than yours. Like I only have United States, Hong Kong up top. I don't even have like global. I guess here's global, but that's the global markets. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into it a little bit more because I don't see anything for it. Your Weeble looks a little bit different than mine. Thank you for that, though. I mean, I should be. By those three line tab things, it only gives me, like I would add a widget or copy index chart. I tried adding a bunch of things. You can add, Hong Kong stocks, IPO center, again, losers industry. Yeah, I'm not getting anything here. Yeah, I'm not getting anything here. So, well, I'll figure it out. Are you wearing naked shorts again? I'm wearing shorts, but no. I can't mess with the widgets on the market screen. Yeah, see, I can. What about under general? No, general I think is a different section. So like if I go widget, like I'm just gonna get watch list screeners, messages, all that stuff. But no, it should be under market, and it's not there. Again, I'll figure it out another time. Is this downloaded on your computer or just the? This is downloaded on my computer. It's not the web browser. But if that's what you're looking at, I'm very tired. I think I have a couple of things I need to do. I have to end early, ain't I? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go until I have to go until 8:30. Sucks. I have some other close stuff I have to do, and also I have a pest control person that's coming by very soon. He just texted me and told me that he is coming by. So I need them to do it because I just seen a very large spider the other day with a spider issue around the foundation of the house. That was ever since we moved in, and also underneath the deck. So yeah, I'm gonna need to take care of that. But we still have about 15 minutes, so let's hope we could see some movement here, and then we'll give you guys an update later today. Um, Probably gonna find a way to go to the gym somewhere around 12. I haven't. I built a gym in my house, but I'm noticing that that is not like I feel like I have too many distractions in the house where I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I can work out later because I have the gym in my house, but I don't ever end up doing it because then I have to go to sleep and it's just too much. So if I go to the gym around 12, I should be good. I don't think I'll eat lunch. Yeah, I should go to the gym and then I'll eat lunch after. I don't need breakfast. So I've been hearing about CARV to squeeze. Yeah, that's not a thing. So not to squeeze, but massively increase, yes. Is XELA making a move? Let's see what's going on with AMC real quick. Make sure that's still at 3.6 or 3.7%. Um, XELA. That's up 8.5%. That looks pretty good this morning. Up about the volume is around 2.18 million shares. Not bad. I'm gonna miss the AMC run. Yeah, I know. As long as I'm here to get you through the down times, I think we're fine. I'm still gonna be here watching it, but I just have to I have to get some of this work done. I feel like I'm a little behind. There were a couple of things that didn't really go my way during close, um, that I just couldn't get everything complete, and I feel like I need a little bit extra time in order to do that. So from about 8:30 to 10, when I don't usually work, I'm gonna check all that stuff out, figure it out, check all the boxes, and then hopefully the past guy can figure everything out on his own. I feel like it's a distraction. You're talking about CARV, sort of. Try Control W. For what? Looks like Control W just closes my browser. Put you in Internet Explorer mode, and we will show you tips and tricks. CARV and XELA paid me so good last week. Were they realized gains? Because if they're realized gains, then you're good. If they're not realized gains, they're unrealized gains, then you're not good. Maybe I missed it before, but what state do you live in? Because here in South Florida, it's like 80 to 90 degrees. I live in PA. It's hot here too. It's just very cold in my basement. Like all of the air, the cold air seems to just come down here, which I understand because heat rises. But all the cold air that's up, that goes up to like the second floor, it just like goes up there and just comes immediately right down here. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie, and that's why I always have the heat on or something. Their helpful commands don't help. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'll figure it out. It'll probably be literally a couple of minutes of me figuring it out. About 10 minutes to this live stream. I'm sorry that I have to end early today. I think that's only like hours or 3 hours worth of content, but it's okay. I'm sure you guys will live from the space of me not being here. I think um Mask Investor is on. What's the best tips for starting YouTube? I would say the best tips for starting YouTube, the best tip I can give you is to start. If you have any type of idea, like get a camera, start recording, because it's great to get out content. I would say, in the beginning, it's quantity over quality. After that, you start to get into more quality, updating your studio, updating your camera settings, all that other type of stuff. But first, you just need ideas. If you're looking to start a YouTube channel based on finance, make sure that maybe you build scripts for the beginning. You understand the editing process if you have to edit, and understand like how you can push your message to other people. So if you want more tips on starting a YouTube channel, we can always set something else up in the Discord group or something like that. I love helping people build YouTube channels and grow from there. And I'm looking on actually starting some sort of like business portion of it where I help people out. There's a couple of people that have asked me and said, hey, I'm thinking of starting a YouTube channel. Could you help me grow? Not just like pushing their channel, but just like helping them grow, understand the ins and outs of YouTube. And I would definitely help. The thing is that obviously my time is worth something. So depends how fast you grow, and hopefully you grow to a massive rate to where you can become monetized within the first few months or 6 months or whatever. But I was thinking of doing something like maybe 10% of the first year's revenue that comes through that YouTube channel I would take for helping you out, and then that would be pretty much it. And I've sent that to other people, or sent messages to other people telling them that, and they were like, yeah, that seems reasonable. So I think that might be the case to where I would start something to help somebody and understand the products you can get, the cheapest way you can start, and then growing from there. Or I can create some sort of YouTube course, like how I feel you can grow on YouTube, um, in different sections. But you let me know if that's something you guys want to see. Do you know any of YouTubers that have merch just saying not financial advice? Um, I would buy that 100%, especially since now all my friends ask me about AMC after seeing how much I've made thanks to you. I don't know of anybody that just has not financial advice. I would love to be able to do something like that. But again, I still have to find the right merch company. Is my merch available yet? This merch is available yet. Just keep in mind that this did take 2 months to come, and I don't want you to have to wait 2 months. So I want to, one, lower the price point, because this is great quality. I understand why it's so pricey, because the quality is phenomenal. But two, if you're paying for something that is premium, you should receive it in a relatively, quick manner, not something that takes 2 months to come. I'd love to ask my company if I can start a YouTube channel for my HVAC home services. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. All you have to really do is, um, obviously, the company has to oversee it, and if it's something that has the company's name in it, then that's where it ends up being a little bit tricky. And this is where I, told my brother-in-law, and I told a bunch of other people. It's like, look, if you are looking to start a YouTube channel, you want to tell your business, the business that you work for, so that they know that you're doing it. They don't get surprised, because if it comes to the point to where you gain 2 million views off of a video, or you gain 1 million subscribers, now you hold so much leverage over them to where if they fire you, you can basically say, hey, you know what, I'm going to talk about this on my YouTube channel, and the company is going to end up losing a lot of customers because of the fact that you have 2 million or 1 million or 2 million subscribers or whatever. And it's something where you do hold a ton of leverage, and you can change the company forever. You can either like find a way to promote their company, for like some sort of a discount or whatever, or if they do something bad, you can always say something, how they affected you, and it could be detrimental to their business. So it's always tough. Definitely let your employer know if you're doing that. But we are down 4% at the moment, down to $44.34. Just tell them the business belongs to you now. That's funny. And now, like for me, I can say like, hey, I own my own media business. Like I literally have an LLC, Paramedia Groups LLC, and I own my own business. Even though it goes through YouTube and they can technically do whatever they want for that. Uh, Basically, my media company is my media company. Everything that I gain from all my social medias, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Patreon, whatever it is, all flows through that company. Please help me understand why AMC has so much volume and other stocks don't. Why AMC has so much volume and other stocks don't. What does this mean? What do you mean why AMC has so much volume? AMC has 445,000 shares worth of volume, which is not the largest amount. So we look at something compared to AMC. We compare, even though it's a low price, XELA at 2.36 million shares of volume. I wouldn't say that AMC has a crazy amount of volume. It has a low amount of volume. We're starting to push down to that 5% mark again. This is something where I might want to buy another call option if I have enough money. I don't think I have enough money right now. My Dogecoin is down smooth $1,000. Every cent that it moves, I either gain or lose $214. So I understand how I could be. And as it does continue to go down, if it goes down to a lower low, which I don't believe it will, go down to an extremely low low, I'll be able to make some good moves with it, buy some more, and then increase that position heavily. So heavy manipulation going on this morning. Yes, I would agree with you. We see that downward trend, which nobody's selling. People are shorting, but nobody's selling. What's going on here? I need a new phone. I mean, I don't need a new phone. I want a new phone. I'm just waiting for the Fold to come out. The Fold 3. That'd be phenomenal. Who won the fight? Ken Griffin or Dom? But Dom doesn't have his family. I don't know. I would, if Dom doesn't have his family, yeah, you can't win without family. He can't. But Ken Griffin, he's short AMC, isn't he? I would have to go with Dom. Jimmy has a total of 70 million total shares versus over 500 million AMC. It makes sense to see higher volume for AMC. Yes, it does. And with the higher price as well for GME. Your budget to stick to a new iPhone SE model or sub $500. I'm not an iPhone person. I want the Galaxy Fold 3 whenever that ends up coming out. I don't know when it will come out. The Galaxy Fold 2 is really good, and I feel like the third generation they're gonna fix everything. So Galaxy Fold. We have tips the launch of Galaxy Z Fold 3. Z Flip 3, I thought. Well, that looks cool. I'll have to check this out. And the Samsung watches. Yeah, I just bought another smartwatch. I don't know if I should do that. I'm officially converting to Android when the Fold 1 comes out. Yeah, well, the Fold 1 was good. The Fold 2 was amazing. I've used it multiple times from someone else owning it, and the Fold 3 is just going to be perfect. So I'm waiting for that Fold 3 to come out because my like I paid off my phone completely through the contract and everything. So I can't wait for that Fold 3 to come out so that I can like either sell this phone to someone else or just trade it in. I would imagine I'm just going to sell it to someone else. I would get more. You have a flip phone. My wife has the Samsung Flip. Do you have a flip phone? I think cover calls are a good way to play AMC right now. No one is going to know when it will rise. Yeah. I'm officially converting. I just read that. I heard Apple was making one of them too. I would imagine anytime one company comes up with something, the other company steals it. So if Apple comes up with a great concept via like the bump out camera or something, Android will take it. If Android comes out with a great concept of the foldable like uh, screen or display, Apple's going to take it. They sue each other constantly, but either way, they make more money from the sale of the phone than you know getting sued. So whatever. All right, so it's 8:33. I said I would be done at 8:30. I'm sorry that I have to be done early. I do have some stuff that I need to do, and it sucks to end on a horrible note of going down to 4%. But I think we're gonna come back today. I could tell you if I was gonna give my predictions. Let's go ahead and do that while I'm at it. I do see this coming back a little bit, probably coming back to about $45 or so. I would hope opens above that range, so 40, maybe like 45.20. That's where I'm looking for that to open up at. Yeah, probably like 45.20. And then what we're gonna see is that dip down a little bit to about 44, 43, and then increase to probably like 47, and then come back, increase again. I'm thinking we're gonna see about 50, 51 today of a high, and then end up decreasing a little bit, probably closing around 49. So that's where I'm looking at. Hopefully that does, hopefully it's a lot more than that. We see that increase to 60, and that'll be phenomenal. But that's what I'm seeing as of, today, as of the end of the pre-market. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this one, more streams, all that stuff. I appreciate you guys so much, just being here with me. It means the world. It really does. And crypto gives some dividends. Yeah, there's some that give you some like BNB or stuff like that. But yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I will give you guys an update in other videos. Hopefully I can do some MP Shorts videos, maybe before lunch, before I go to the gym. And also I want to give you guys some videos on Patreon, so definitely look out for those. Anybody that is on Patreon, I'm going to give you some videos there. Hopefully Carl can pick some stocks and all that stuff. But guys, thank you again. I can't thank you enough, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream.